Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Jofo here, and I am back on some Pillars of Eternity. Let's get the show on a road. I really got to get these guys to the next part of the storyline. Stalwart, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Why am I here? There's gotta be a reason I'm here. Witch Walk. With every few years, the Order of Druids from around the Eastern Reach meet at Magran's Fork and perform a week-long processional along an ancient trail they believe was used once by the Anguithans. In recent years, the trail has seen little use by Kith, but is frequented by beasts and wilder. Okay. So, reward item. I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay. So, Bright Hollow Hearth construction complete. Witch Walk complete. With Witch's Hat. Hey, Sagani. Thank you, Sagani. That finishes in 13 days. That's if he makes it. He may actually get caught, and I may get fucked. Wow, he's expensive. 90 copper per day. I just realized how goddamn expensive he is. So that's done. Let's do that. Okay. So we did that. Was there something else that's happening here that we need to do? Ah, here we're here for the mob. Okay. I wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. When my boy tried to stop them, they knocked him over the head. He's alive, but he can't think straight no more. You boy got lucky. My gods, good men both. Got put to the sword after they surrendered. I paid those thugs what they wanted, but they still took everything I had. There she is! Can I help you people with something? We don't need help, we just want you to leave us alone. We want justice. Go on. You sent your men to my farm to collect crop tax, saying we was overdue. For me, it was a road toll. I've been travelling up and down these ways for years, and it was the first time I heard of such a thing. Those weren't my men. Then who were they? I weren't no common bandits. Well, you said they were acting on orders from the Lady of Kednua. That's you? Well, no, not really. Say we believe you. What about what we've lost? What about me crops? I don't really have 1,000 gold to give him, because like it's costing me 900 gold for 10 days just for that guy. Oh, that's what my other character would have said. My other character gave him the money. Thank you, milady. I wasn't giving 1,000, but an angry mob. Ah, angry mobs, the inevitable thorn in every ruler's side. Hey, Gore Blood Death. They're good people. Can't blame them. Your subjects are fortunate to have a leader that understands the compassionate side of nobility, but for now, they will have to wait. I have news about Lord Gathbin. Let's discuss it in the Great Hall, away from curious ears. But the curious ears that are here are the ears that I want to hear. I want them to hear this shit. Has anything else been fixed so this place looks cool? Oh, I should go inside here. I haven't seen them. Maybe later. I haven't seen what it looks like yet. Nothing on the grounds is fixed yet from what I can tell. Don't mind me. I have a buckler. I find it very funny that I only have a buckler. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get in here. Let's talk to this guy. He's going to tell me to go to Stalwart. That's where I want to go anyways. Gallant Focus? Who has Gallant Focus? Wait, why don't I have my... There, yeah, that's definitely what I want. So who's giving the other one? Oh, him. Nice. I don't know if I trust him. A lot of these people are spies. Well, some of these people are spies. I've received word that Lord Gathbid is amassing an army of mercenaries near Yenwood Fields. It appears a peaceful claim to Kednua is no longer possible. The Earl has sent me to aid you in forming your own force to counter this threat. I'm here in an advisory role only, of course. The Earl won't officially take sides in this dispute. This is a delicate situation. Legally, Lord Gathbin's claim is just, and he knows it. Stripping land and title from a noble family is quite dangerous, perhaps more than killing the man outright. With Gathbin dead, the Earl only needs worry about blood vengeance from family members that actually cared for Lord Gathbin. Those, if court gossip is to be believed, are few and far between. I thought it was far and few. No, I guess that's right. I don't know why. Losing a family claim to land and title, though, such disputes incite hatred from the entire clan and their political allies, not to mention the unease it causes amongst the other nobles. Wars are started for less, and they are. No, if Gathbin is to be denied, it will be you who must prove your legitimacy to the Earl and all others who would dispute your claims. This is what it means to be noble in the Dyrwood means. Yeah, I think that's a typo on their part. If there's anything else you wish to know, please ask. Let's talk about my army. The Marshal nods. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent out a call for volunteers from the lands around Kednua. Hopefully people will realize that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathbin's. Any hirelings stationed at Kednua will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. I did. However, most of these men and women have no military experience. Hopefully you can gain additional allies, the Knights of the Crucible perhaps, or the Dozens. Too green and too few. If you go up against Lord Gathbin now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. I need to recruit veteran troops. I know a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join us for a bit of coin. I'd say 10,000 copper should cover the expensive. I don't have that much at the moment. What special allies do I have? Well, no one has offered their help, I'm afraid. It may be possible to find an ally in Defiance Bay among the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, or if you're truly desperate, House Dominel. I've also heard rumors of a force of Red Sarens currently in the White Marshes. If you find your way that far north, perhaps you can sway some of them to join our cause. See, that's what I was not doing at the other thing. I was just sort of killing everybody. How much time do I have? Enough. It's rumored Lord Gathbin will suffer a series of unfortunate and completely unforeseeable setbacks before his army is complete. He grins and winks. Still, I'd not tarry long. I have a fortress with strong walls. Why not let Gathbin's army come to me? Lord Gathbin isn't fool enough to risk tearing down Kednua just to kill you, and if you shield yourself behind these walls, he'll have free rein to torment your subjects in the countryside. That is true. Okay, very well. I have to say, my lady, you've done an impressive job of restoring the keep's defenses. I don't think a mouse could sneak past the wall. Thank you. Well, on to business. Okay. Do I have anything to sell? I don't think I do. I think I've gotten rid of pretty much it. Oh, I do have some things to sell. Okay, well then let's sell them. Nothing crazy good, but whatever, we'll sell it.
Gods keep you.
I'm holding on to that. I'll probably find something better, but I do want to eventually, you know, I find I don't really use these damn potions. I probably should chug them before I go into combat. I don't think I'll use that. What about this? I'll hold on to the blunderbuss. I kind of like the blunderbusses. I mean, they're not really... They don't really make sense right now as for a paladin. The witch's hat. Curse of the Mempwigra. This broad floppy hat was formerly in the possession of an old druid that you helped protect during the week-long druid procession along an ancient Engwethan trail. Despite your best effort, the druid died during a mercenary attack. Her brothers and sisters, appreciative of that you saved their lives, gave you her hat as a gift. Well, intellect +2, definitely. Aw, fantastic. Is that really what he's gonna look like? I'm so sold on that. You have no idea. Oh, his does give... Oh, his turban does give something. Look at that. It's weird that she doesn't have anything that's... I give her... I mean, she looks like a rogue, but she's like so not a rogue. Unforgiven. Just want to see if I should replace it. Let's go look at the Hawthorne Manor since I haven't seen what it looks like with all this stuff. All this stuff built. Oop. Man, I'm getting hungry. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum,
The keep's coming along
ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
nicely.
It is, I agree. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Wait. Let's see what Bright Hollow looks like now that it's complete. Hey, look at this place. Looking
Place
good,
is getting
guys.
too nice. We start having fancy dinner parties, and I don't know if we can still be friends.
Well, really? You don't like my sexy dinner parties? Rich savory stew bubbles over the hearth. Mmm, rich savory stew. My favorite kind of stew. It's pretty. I'd seen the upstairs already, so. It's cool. The Bright Hollow Laboratory. That's a weird sort of glitch. The shininess is weird. Those white things, those white specks, they're freaking me out. It's like they're getting worse, too. It's like a weird particle effect that's not really a particle effect.
The stones and the spirits in this place have begun to heal.
Alright, so, quest-wise... An abandoned farm on the path to Deerford. Within the endless path of odd new light. Okay, now it's fine. Find more pieces of this. Okay. Okay. And then there's this. I have to go to. Okay. And Durgan's battery. That's. Let's see if I can do anything. Since I'm not actually pressed for time. Let's see. go see if I can do something over here. Yeah. Ow. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Stop there. Where do you think you're going?
This area is under the control of the Torn Bannerman. Anyone else wanders in, they're not leaving again.
Not afraid of you.
I've got orders to put a sword through your gut if you don't turn around and run back home.
Well, we'll have to try that.
Old pile of stones? Your fish bait's what you are. We've got trouble.
Fuck you. You want to be this way? We're gonna kill you. Actually, no, fuck it. Just that. That. Oop.
Lavaru. Arthur. Lavaru beyond sea. Anna. Sucker.
Almost had it. Let me try again.
I bring your end.
Okay, why is he so hard to hit, this fucking soldier? Flank this fucking bitch already. Jeez. I've never used so many goddamn spells to beat someone. You done? Wow. Okay, sometimes the spells is just stupid how they waste. That was really dumb. You wasted so many spells for nothing. I mean, they're well equipped, but they're not. They shouldn't be this hard to kill. Don't get me wrong. Drunken Orlin. Sleeping on Orlin lies atop a filthy bedroll several paces from you, snoring loudly. A large key rests atop his chest, tied to a leather thong across him. Examine the Orlin. Orlin's heavily scarred chest raises and falls with loud, uneven snoring. He mutters in his sleep. The short, pretty one. How much for her? Well, what will this buy? No, not the Amuaua. No. Who will approach? Oh, who will approach? Who is very, very... Edgar edges towards the sleeping man. Suddenly, Edgar steps on a twig, a loud crack in the air. The Orlin sits up, his eyes shifting back and forth. His gaze settles upon Edgar, crouched suspiciously in broad daylight. Picked Orlin lets out a blood-curdling scream that echoes through the canyon. Oh, great. You fucking...
Intruders! That didn't work! Need to try something else! Othek Worthen! Curses! I'm blinder than a whorepox bat!
This way, please.
Let's go.
Oh, he can also do this? Fuck yeah.
Othek Worthen wrong! Love! You're attacking!
Ah! Fuck off!
Othek Worthen wrong!
Let's go.
No.
You're not getting... Roth! Fight harder!
Shed me. Let's go.
You find yourself back in the space inside the grieving mother's mind. It is familiar this time, and even though you feel you have seen countless births from this vantage point, something fills you with unease. The sky has darkened, and the mist has risen from the forest to hem you in. You are trapped. You hear something. The sound is strange, dissonant, like warped metal. You grit your teeth against the noise, and yet, as it rises, the eerie melody drives the numbness from your limbs. Focus on the chime. And once again you are drawing forth life, something warm and fragile struggling into the world. The scene feels familiar, a moment you've lived and dreamed 1,000 times. The woman should be in pain, the natural pain of childbirth. You know this, but it is faint, distant, and you realize that you're soothing the pain with your mind, soothing out the eddies of pain and relaxing her thoughts just enough so that she can still push from within. Push the child forth. You are taking that pain onto yourself, but the pain has layers. One is a pressure, a familiar, welcoming pain. The other, it is sharp, a razor, and your consciousness more recent. And your consciousness, a razor at your consciousness more recent than this memory. And as you try to recall how you've reached this place, you feel the same hollowness inside you, a pit filled with the clawing wind of the bivouac. The very thought fills you with disquiet, like a memory of a nightmare. Focus on the child's movement of the hand. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear and sharp. Yet somewhere distant, they seem echoed by something else. Wails of sorrow, tolling bells. It's impossible to tell. An inexplicable sense of dread fills your soul as the child makes its journey to you, push by push. A malicious presence seems to surround you, and you lean forward to shield the child. At last, the baby emerges, wet and ruddy from its journey. A lifetime seems to have passed as the newborn moves from womb to world, and another seems to pass as you cradle the trembling child, waiting. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the chime echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edge, as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul. But it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hands reach out for it. Surrender the child. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the dull clangor sounds, and you feel a weight hanging from your wrist. You look down and see bones, tiny and malformed, hanging from a string about your wrist. They're heavier than they should be, and as they clank together, they make a noise like funeral bells. The mother is too intent upon her newborn to pay you any heed, and so you hide your wrists behind your back. She needs never know, can't ever know. As you hide the bone chimes, you shiver in relief, with premonition as a child at the chill wind that suddenly weeps. The child, I've been reading child too much, sweeps the plateau. I hate reading out loud, I really do. I read so fast that I don't pay attention to all the syllables, and it really fucks everything up. Oh, that guy had a... Man, I got some neat hats on that. Shit. Look at them hats. I got me another turban. I don't like turbans. But I got me a duelist hat. That's neat. Find breastplate. I saw a grimoire. Where did that grimoire go? No, seriously, I saw a grimoire. Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck. I'm going all through all my money. I'm gonna be so broke after this. I'm not gonna be able to pay my people. Right? I have this really bad feeling about that. Yeah, we have to sell a lot of shit. That's fine.
I'll get it open.
No, you won't. Because you're a loser. Oh, well, I got it now, though.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
Let your mind speak for you. I shall listen past the words.
It is because I once believed I was one, and others believed I was one.
The world has many concerns, and in some corners, the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times, it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it, and I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I knew little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength. I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watchers seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts. I see the word cipher in your mind, and see its meaning, although I did not train in such things, and the title feels more of a cloak that the world casts on me and judges me for. It is curious how a title such as that can define one, and at times be the source of such emotion that comes from no one but the voices of others. It is a curse of words of the world. I feel that they were once marked, hated. Such hate feels dimmed now. I can feel it. Others' hatreds have risen for other titles. Other hatreds have risen for other titles. I haven't even done like a third of this place. It's gonna be a long... Oh, another. It's gonna be a long road. Ooh, oh. Worth? It's like I don't want to be stuck having to fight 30 million people, so I want to be smart about this because they keep coming, from what I can tell. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Look lively, lads!
Stop moving!
Let's go!
Hello, baby. What is up? Hmm? Yeah, break. They still give you those?
know it. Lava will be on seat. Lava will be on seat. Like that. Let's have it. Off. I shall deal with this one. Let's have. Curse.
Man, these guys are tough. Like, even for easy combat,
Give me
this
any
is
more
tough.
gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Okay, well, I have to go sell shit, apparently. That sucks. What? The fuck is wrong with you, stupid shit? For the first time in my life, I'm gonna say it. I wish I was playing on a PC. Yeah, I know. And I think this is actually better for now. Alright everybody, that will be all for this episode. I truly hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, would you please leave a like? It helps the channel out a lot more than you know. And if you want to see more of this content, please subscribe. And if you subscribe, why don't you hit the little bell icon so that way you get to know every time I drop a video. Alright, thanks for stopping on by, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Jofo out.